Hello everybody, welcome to my second trade recap of this year. So we start on the weekly at CADCHF. This was my first trade of the week. So as we look closely, we have here that weekly bearish candle close last week. So we could look for more possible bearish momentum because we had also that bearish W here that could play out for more downside momentum. So yeah, so we go now to the daily chart, and on the daily chart what could we see? We had here that bearish W that could play out. So when we touched our daily zone of interest that I drew, this was my point of structure that got tapped, these daily highs. So we got tapped that zone, and from the 4-hour we get it bearish W. So we came from the fib low till this daily highs, and we see we had here that bearish W here, and I was targeting the first point of structure here. So if I take my Fibonacci from the high here to the low, as you can see, it's nice between the 61.80 and the 78.60 of the Fibonacci. So I took my limit when we had here a nice close, and my limit went off, and we went straight till our 4-hour minus 27 TP for around 2.3%. So I took there 25% out. Then at the second take partials, because we are running over 3%, I took some around 65% out, and now I'm still running 10% to the daily TP. So this trade was a gain of around 2.3% netto gain. So that was nice, or 2.4, I think. So yeah, this is still running for around 10% left of my lot size. So yeah, I will just let it run to the daily TP. So the next trade was CHFJPY. So if I go to the weekly chart, you can see that we have here the weekly bullish driver. We had here a weekly bearish candle close last week, so I could look for more downside momentum till this weekly institutional candle that can work like a magnet. We just didn't tap that, so I could expect to tap this institutional candle. So I went to the daily chart. And what could I see on the daily chart? We had here that bearish W to play out. Our first point of structure between the Fibonacci, if I go to the line chart, is 78.60. This could be as support, and this went resistance. So a very nice supply and demand that we received, and yeah, we went to the downside after that. So if I look, we had also a descending trend line here, aligning a little bit. If you adjust it like that, like this, and if I go now to the 4-hour, you can see that we received on the 4-hour, we just didn't tap our daily supply and demand zone, but we had a pattern. So if we have no tap of the daily supply and demand zone, that's okay, but we have a pattern, and the pattern is the first leg, second leg, third leg, and then my limit was set on the beginning of correction, and we went till the beginning of correction immediately after that for our close of this 4-hour low. Then we went impulsively to the upside, my limit was set, and we went for around 1% to the downside. Then I went break even. I set at my entry, my stop loss on my entry, and then we went on break even, so we went to the upside. So this was a break even entry for me. Afterwards, we went to the downside with no pattern. So yeah, it was an okay trade to take. So no problem, a break even for me. Then the last one is EURCHF. So if I go to the weekly chart, we had here a weekly last bearish candle close. We were in a bearish market with this bigger bearish W here. This one, the bearish W here, like that, for more downside momentum. We had also here that institutional candle here sitting to hold the price down, but our entry was a little bit lower. So if I go to the daily, you can see on the daily that I was expecting the natural W. So we had here the first leg, second leg, third leg, then the fourth leg and possible fifth leg to the downside. So what I expected was this same lows. We have that one low and then the second low. So if we have same lows in a bearish market, we expect same highs also. So yeah, this was what I expecting. We are in a bearish driver market. We are making low lows, lower highs on the daily. So I went till the 4 hour. I took my Fibonacci from the high here till the low. Then my daily zone at the daily highs for the natural W. Then I went till the 4 hour chart. And what I can see on the 4 hour chart was that we could potentially enter a bearish W. I didn't enter that. I didn't saw it then. So this first leg, second leg, third, so like this, it's like this on the line chart. That first leg, second leg, third leg, the fourth leg, and then here we could set our limit to the downside, as you can see. So this was the first, second, third, fourth limit could be set for more downside momentum, as you can see, and we could have, I think, a break even or just not a break even. It depended on how large your stop loss would be. But yeah, I wasn't looking at that. It was already happened. And what I saw was an head and shoulder. So as you can see, shoulder one, head, shoulder two possible with a nice break. Then we were looking to enter at a shoulder one. So I took it at a shoulder one like this. I will just do it like this. So the entry was here, stop loss a little bit above the daily zone, enough space between our 4 hour highs, and then we had the 1.5% till the 4 hour TP. So yeah, and then we went to the upside, no problem. It was a good trade to take. Next time I might be more focused to take the bearish W here. It was a small one, it was a quick one also. So yeah, this was my week. So my week was around, let me see, 1.4%. So yeah, just a positive week, not that much, but 1.4% is okay. So yeah, see you next week. Bye.